is day one of Tour de Fleece and I am so excited. I typically had to work today, so it is, God, what's the time now? 6:20 on Saturday the 4th of July. It is Tour de Fleece day one and I am so ready to get started. Now, I actually had a Tour de Fleece related delivery today. I had two deliveries. One is not related. I'm going to show you anyway. Why not? So we'll start with that one. This is a delivery from Manchester Wool and Yarn. Beaut shop. I've never been. I'm pretty sure I follow it online. If I don't follow it, their videos come up all the time on my For You page. I saw this yarn on their website and I didn't buy it back when I first saw it because the brand were going to be at, oh my god, only yesterday I looked up, I had to remind myself what the name of it, Big Flock Yarn Festival in Bristol. They didn't have this colour with them, so I've decided to buy it. And I cannot tell where this begins or ends. Oh, how beautiful is that? This is a skein of yarn from Mammy and Flory. I think that's how you say it. It is such a beautiful little blend of colours. This is making this very... Is this a more accurate representation? I hope so. So lovely. This blend of colours. It's the green on top of like a beige-ish base, but then it's got some yellow and some blue. It's so lovely, and I just had to have it, so I ordered myself a skein. This is 75% BFL and 25% nylon. It's their adventure sock yarn, and there is 425 meters, which is like super duper generous, and it's lovely. It's not so... My scale is not soft at all, which I would say so far the least soft yarn that I've used is the Zalbel Crazy yarn. That was actually quite rough. And the softest yarn that I've ever used is my Porcelain Plates yarn by James Makes Yarn. I would say that this is like pretty in the middle, which is absolutely fine for me. I'm pretty sure I said previously that, oh, there's a little bit of like pink in here. It's, oh, I'm pretty sure that I have said previously that I don't have like super sensitive feet. So this is going to be fantastic. Anyway, that isn't what we're here for. We don't care about that kind of yarn today. We care about the hand-dyed. We care about the hand-spun kind. And I just received the latest subscription instalment from Skein and the Stitch. Now, I think I know what colour this is supposed to be. If it's what I think it is, I'm actually not that fussed by it, and if I was being sensible, it probably could have skipped. However, I have a plan. Let's just see which one it is first. It's not what I thought it was. This is the one I was looking forward to. Oh, this is so beautiful. Damn. I was slightly hoping it was the other one so that I wouldn't want to spin this. Oh, this is Recipe for Happiness and Old Fashioned Spirit. How lovely. This gorge navy and then this kind of navy and green. I didn't even know that there was any green in it at all. Oh my god. This is also on her. Oh, the same as the last braid. This is 75% Polworth, 12.5% camel and 12.5% mulberry silk. Oh, it is nice. Oh, it's really nice. Yes! I thought it was going to be the yellow colourways, which I guess are next month. And what I was, because I really want to spin yarn for a shawl, an Andrew Murray shawl. I want to say Night Shift. I can't remember if that's the one that I'm thinking of. But it uses spin cycle yarns, and spin cycle yarns are expensive. I can order the kit with exactly the yarns that she used, which is what I wanted to do, but it's like a 200 something pound bundle. I'm not being funny. I'm not paying that much money for a shawl. So I'm going to make it as close as possible with the fibres that I do have, and I'm going to do it that way. But that is not a for now thing. So really excited about these. These might get spun up during Tour de Fleece. Who knows? I haven't picked any specific braids. I am purely just going to see how I feel when it's time to pick one. And today, my next batch of fleece is finished drying. So I get to add this to the fleece bag so that it is ready to be rolagged, which I am having so much fun making rolags. I wasn't expecting to enjoy it as much as I was, and like, I enjoy combing. I think I might prefer carding. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was a lot more generous with the bundles that I was separating this time, because it's taking me quite a long time to get through this, to finish washing this fleece. Because, so doing it this way, it actually takes me like 2 hours to get enough together to wash. So I'm trying to be like super mega generous with each like clump that I pull out, just to speed up the process a little bit. And obviously I don't want to run out of prepared fleece to card before. What am I saying? I don't want to run out of washed fleece. Oh my god. You know what I'm trying to say. I'm just going to shut up. So I'm just going to chuck this in my trusty Tesco bag, because I don't really have anything better to put it in. And then we're going to get to the spinning. So I actually think that I'm going to stick a movie on whilst I start spinning today. I am a mega horror fan, and I haven't watched a horror movie in too long. So I think I'm gonna watch Iron Lung, the Markiplier movie. I wanted to watch it in the cinemas actually, but I just never got to go for whatever reason. I know that they were fighting to get it shown in this country. I'm assuming that they did. And if they did, I just didn't have the time, I suppose. So I think that that's what I'm going to watch today, because my boyfriend, who is not a horror fan whatsoever, typically would like to watch all of the other movies that I want to watch with me. So I did have to check with him just now to see which ones were safe or not to watch. And he very generously let me watch Iron Lung. Now, this is done. This is all put away. My bag is replenished. It is looking very full now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick on a movie. I'm going to spin for the duration of the movie. I'm going to spin my Shetland, because I've actually also... at one point, I'm sure I will finish a thought and like uninterrupted. I've decided I'm gonna spin all of my fleece 3-ply. I want to get DK, and I'm hoping that what I have already spun is going to be thin enough. It needs to be around the 30... Is it WPI? I'm pretty sure it's WPI, like on this thing. I'm having a major brain fart. It needs to be around the 30 range to be a 3-ply DK. This is, I would say, it just from memory, it was fitting on the fingering to lace guide, which is perfect. But what I am going to do is just make sure, for sure, that I am spinning it thin enough. So I have one bobbin done. I have almost a full second bobbin. I say done. Obviously there is space for more yarn on here. I just was getting a little bit impatient and I just wanted to start the second one. So I'm going to finish the second bobbin, and I imagine I will have more than enough time to start the third one today, if I can find my spare bobbins. Pretty sure they're on my Lazy Kate. And yeah, so I'm going to do that for the duration of the movie. I'm going to wash my hair because that's the thing that we have to do sometimes. And then I think I'm going to spend the rest of the evening doing some combing and carding, because then tomorrow I don't really have to worry about the prep side of things too much. I can just spend even more time spinning. So that is my plan for Tour de Fleece evening one. I would kindly ask that I receive no judgment. My fringe is annoying me. And I don't have any clips. Do I have clips? Okay, I've been spinning. I spun one little nest so far, just because I just wanted to enjoy it myself. My first nest this Tour de Fleece. And now I'm ready to share with you guys. Oh, it's a bit nippy. Oh no, that's just the end of the lock. Okay. This is what my nests are looking like. You guys have seen them a million times by now. That is what we are working with. Now, is this even turned on? I am 20 minutes through the Iron Lung movie. I don't know if any of you guys will know what that is, or know who Markiplier is. It's based off a game. I've not played the game. Apparently the game is really good. So far, I don't really understand what's happening, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, so we'll talk for a minute whilst I get this going again. I have just received, in the span of like 3 hours, I've just received like several really nice comments from people. And it's makes me a little bit emotional, I'm not gonna lie. I think that, so basically I started, this is definitely the tip end. Why is this gross? Basically, I started posting videos because I wanted to find community. I don't have like a ton of friends, and none of the friends that I do have share this hobby with me, and like not even like anywhere near like close to it either. And it can, in a way, even though it is like a solitary, either or, hobby, it does kind of make me a little bit lonely. With the like out and about aspect of things. So like the festivals, my boyfriend does go to them with me, which I am very grateful for. I don't know if I would be like brave enough to go by myself. And that's like as close to being a part of a community as it gets. There is it Spinners, Dyers and Weavers Guild in my county. They meet on the last Saturday of every month, and Would you believe it? I'm busy on the last Saturday of every month until like October. And I'm pretty sure most of those days I actually have to be at work. Which is a shame because I was like finally brave enough to venture out. And I can't go. So I don't know what I will or won't do about that. I think that I will try to make it to at least one of them. But I think not, obviously I don't have an issue with the age range. Please don't misunderstand me. But obviously this is stereotypically an older person's hobby. Which is fine. And that's not to say that I wouldn't be interested in creating connections with older people. That's not at all what I'm trying to get across. To be honest, I don't even know what I'm trying to get across with this. I think that my concern is mostly that it will be hard to find. I'm worried that people won't want to form bonds with me because I am younger. And then that just kind of makes me sound like, because I'm just making that assumption based on literally no evidence, that I'm like kind of isolating myself by choice. I'm doing such a bad job of like getting my thoughts, turning my thoughts into like actual sentences. I really don't mean to offend anybody. That's like the last thing that I mean. I would hate to find the courage to go to one of these events and people not be interested in making friends with me. I think that would be even worse than not doing it at all. So there's 5 minutes of vulnerability with Lauren, this Tour de Fleece. I think as well is, at least from the media that I consume online, most people are in America, and it seems like, well, because America is so much bigger, naturally there will be a bigger population of people within this craft. But because of that, the media is like majority American, right? So it's kind of not even like I could just try and connect through other people that like make content, because I mean I can. There's not. I'm not saying. I'm not saying that I wouldn't have online friendships. That's not what I'm saying either. God, what am I saying at this point? I just would like to share this with other people that enjoy the same things that I do. God, that's what I'm trying to flip and say. So this is, back to the original point. This is why I finally decided that I would start to make videos in an attempt to create community. With maybe there are other people that are watching my videos that feel the same way that I do. And if that's the case, welcome. We have now found each other. So yeah, I think there's 78 subscribers now at this time of filming. at the time of filming this. Which is so insane. I can't comprehend, like, that number of people. I've said this before. If that amount of people was sat in front of me right now listening to me talk, I probably would have cried and not done it at all. So it is such a strange feeling, and also it is kind of building my confidence in a way as well, because I do kind of find it hard sometimes to speak to people. Which is probably partly why my pool of friends is as small as it is. I don't know why this turned into being so, like, deep. I don't even know if this will make it into the video. You guys just want to see me spin. You guys don't want to hear me talk. And that is okay. I just finished my second bobbin. It took me about an hour to finish this bobbin. So it is kind of a slow process because I am spinning quite fine. It's all falling apart on me. And this is bobbin number 2. How cute is that? So we have the second bobbin is a little bit fuller, but that's okay because there's so much more where this came from. So we have number 1 and number 2. I'm just so happy with this. I love this so much. I don't know what I was about to say just then. Other than this is so much fun. I love this so much. I have about how many? like a third of the bag left full of nests. Oh. So a little bit worried that I'm gonna end up finishing this bag pretty soon, which is okay. That's the point. I just was really lazy with my prep because that is the kind of person that I am. I've been thinking about my Argonaut, my e-spinner, and I'm nervous to use it because my first skein did not go very well. I think it's still like usable yarn. It just, ew, this is grubby. It just isn't as good as my handspun usually is, so I was like a little bit upset. And I really, 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 really want to spin my Beaumont BFL combo. I want to spin that so badly, but I can't use my Ashford because I'm 2/3 of the way through this spin currently. Well, this is just like my first round anyway. And I just kind of feel like it would be better if I used the wheel that I have perfected, you know? And that's not to say that in a skein or two's time I won't have also perfected the Argonaut. I just, maybe it's impatience. Maybe that's what it is. Let me find my other bobbin. Yes, so I've been looking into treadle wheels a little bit because I would say that the Kiwi is more of a beginner wheel. Which is perfect. Like, that's so good for me. It's exactly what I wanted. And also, let's just keep in mind, this does everything that I wanted it to do. I haven't tried to force it to do things that it isn't capable of. So I had zero issues with this wheel. I love my Kiwi so much. But having said that, I do have a dream wheel, and it is the Magicraft Susie Pro. Oh my god. Have you seen that wheel? It is insane. It's literally beautiful, by the way, and the capabilities of that wheel is insane. To be able to, like, it's like, oh. I love that it can be adapted to like actually spin lace. I think that is like mental. I would love, love, love to delve into that at some point. And whilst I can get the high-speed flyer kit for my Kiwi, and I do intend in buying that kit at some point in the nearest future, I just, when I say when, like, I don't really intend to be in a position where I can just drop, it's like £1,200 on a spinning wheel. I don't foresee being in a financial position to be able to drop that amount of money on like one thing for fun. But if that's what I would do, that's the wheel that I would get, that's the wheel of all wheels, I wouldn't even need to expand my collection past that. The e-spinner, my Kiwi, and the Susie Pro. Imagine. So, yes. Yeah, spinning wheels and how people decide which spinning wheels they would like to use and what features they value in a wheel. I find it so fascinating because, like, I mean, there's so many available, even like within brands. Like, each brand has several. So for now, it's just me, my kiwi, and my argonaut. And we're doing just fine. There is nothing that I haven't been able to do. And I love it. I love my tools. I love the Ashford brand. I have several Ashford things now. And I like every single one. I think they're so well made. I think that their design is really, really nice. It's a really good mix of like old and modern. But yeah. I feel like I'm just yapping again. Okay. I think that unless I have anything crazy to show you, which I doubt, I think that's everything from day one. I finished my second bobbin. That was my main goal for today. I've just started my third. And we will see how far I get. And tomorrow, I have a little bit more time tomorrow. We can see how far I've got. And maybe I can come up with some more random stuff to yap at you about. Welcome to day 3, guys. Yesterday, I managed to finish spinning my third bobbin of singles, and today I would like to ply. I'm just gonna go until I've used up one of the bobbins. I assume that they will probably end at different rates because my consistency maybe could be better. But before we get into that, I actually just wanted to take a second, and I'm getting emotional already. This is so embarrassing. I was saying to my boyfriend on Saturday that it would be really nice if by the end of Tour de Fleece that this channel could have hit 100 subscribers, which are not 48 hours later. There's 100 of you. Oh my god. I've rehearsed this in my head so many times because every time I get emotional, and crying on the internet is just, it's cringe. But as I was saying, like I was saying on day one, I didn't start this channel with the intention of it like becoming a thing. I don't know how to word it. I wanted to meet people. I wanted to put myself out there, and I wanted to welcome community, and I wanted to meet other people that have the same passion as I do, because I am so passionate. I literally cannot imagine my life without this craft. I feel like it's in a lot of ways healed me, and and I would like to share my passion with other people and connect with people that feel just as deeply as I do. And we are at 100. Actually, let me just fact check that. There is literally 104 of you. And this just completely is just so insane to me. My Tour de Fleece prep video has had so much interaction, and so many amazing, nice people have left comments and they've offered advice, and it's been great. Yeah. Oh my god. It's just not anything that I ever expected. So, embarrassing feelings aside, I think it's time to fly. I think at this point we'll move you. You don't need to be so close to me now. Using my lovely Ashford Lazy Kate. So make sure everything is in the same direction. Just like this. This is the first bobbin that I've filled, and I can tell because there is less yarn on her than there are on the other two, just because I was so flippin' excited that I stopped early to start the other ones. So when this runs out is when I'll stop plying, and I'll just attach new fibre onto this and continue, and hopefully should be pretty even at that point. I'm not counting how many nests or anything I'm spinning per, because it takes what it takes. When I get to the end of my fleece, so when I finish combing everything, then I'm gonna look at weighing and splitting so that I can definitely finish properly. But this is the start, so it doesn't really matter to me. I've literally told you guys before, like, I'm not a technical knitter, or I'm not a technical spinner, sorry. So it's all vibes. Yeah, that's good enough for me. It's been a little bit dusty, but I will just say, we'll acknowledge, obviously I didn't speak to you guys yesterday. You could probably tell my boyfriend was here, and he's playing Skyward Sword on the Switch. God, the way that this makes it look like I have like no torso. That is so funny. My body's like this. He's playing Skyward Sword on the Switch because he's playing through all of the Legend of Zelda games, and I was just really happy to be in his company and watch, so I didn't really want to speak, but I still wanted to show you something. So that's why that was the way that it was. Again, I've always got like some funky stance going on. Now, shall we ply? God, it's so hot in my room. I'm waiting till I just get to like the montage-y section of spinning to turn my fan on, because this heat wave, or these heat waves, plural, are killing me. I am not I don't do well in the sun. Or the heat, sorry, not the sun. I love the sun. I just think these hot temperatures are mental because of the humidity. And I actually am not really a fan of summer clothes. I don't like how I feel like I'm revealing anything, and not even in like a sexual way. I just don't like putting my body like on display. Full stop, basically. Oh my god, the color variations in this yarn is just mental. The like really pale grey spots are my favourite. And there's actually like not that much paleness to it, which I think just makes the sections that are there even better. Oh, and on topic of yarns, my favourite, is there a fly? There is a flying, oh, it's literally just like the world's smallest fly. My favourite dyer just updated their online shop. There's Pixie Yarns. Oh guys, I already spent all of my money for this month, and all I want to do is buy yarns to knit. I'm just gonna stop talking now, and then when I have a skein or maybe two, I'll come back and we can discuss those. Okay? I have finished playing 3 skeins today. That's right. I played 3 skeins. And this is how much we are still working with. So obviously I'm not going to get a 4th from like an actual worthwhile 4th skein from these. So like I said, I'm literally just gonna attach fibre directly to the ends and just fill them up again. But 3 skeins is crazy. I'm not gonna show you just yet. I'm gonna, and then we can have a look at all 3. Don't mind my questionable technique. this niddy nuddy, I would love to glue it, but where I have to take it apart to store it, obviously I can't glue it. But it is very loose and it is very annoying, and it takes a bit of extra attention to get the yarn winding without this like slipping and sliding all over the place. So now I am good. I have crammed this yarn on these bobbins, and to be fair, there's some fingering spots, there's some worsted spots, but generally this is pretty much the weight that I wanted it to be. I know moving forward what adjustments I should make to my technique when I'm spinning the singles to get a more accurate or a more consistent yarn, sorry. My combing has let me down in some areas. I can tell when I've maybe tried to comb some parts that probably I could have just got rid of. I have spun a couple of nests that have been a bit lumpy and bumpy, but even though I was literally just saying that I like a commercial style yarn, there is still an appeal in a product, an homemade product, and like, unless I start raising and shearing my own sheep, which I'm not going to do, there is nothing more that I could have done during this process. Like, I'm literally doing all of it already. I'm washing, drying, flicking when necessary, combing or carding, spinning, washing again, knitting, washing again, and then you have a full product, or the end product, I mean. And there's just something so special about that. I know that this yarn will soften. I'm not convinced that this will be an entirely like next to skin garment. It will probably need to have something underneath. I don't think that it's the same type of itch as Drops Mohair, for example. I really don't like the Drops Mohair, but I've never tried any other mohair to compare. And, you know, all I've been able to think about this evening is that I actually really want to knit some gauge swatches, because that would get me really exciting for knitting some more clothes. I'm probably not going to use this yarn until it's a little later in the year, maybe like September time, because I have a few projects that I would like to get done and dusted first. I have the Sunny Tee, the bee top, I've got my willow shawl that I'm working on right now. There's another project that I need to complete within a couple of weeks. There's a sewing project that I need to complete within a couple of weeks. What else? I just got my Earth Yarns shawl kit, which I don't have to complete that soon. That one can wait. But like, obviously I have that. There's like socks. I would like to knit at least a pair of socks a month. So I need to get on and finish my porcelain sock. I just cast on the heel the other night. I joined the darker blue colour. I knit, I purled, I stopped. Because I think I prefer knitting the heel from start to finish. So I'm kind of waiting for like a convenient time. I think probably this Saturday I will get that heel finished. Because, I mean, it doesn't take very long. But my evenings, I don't have like a ton of time in the evenings. So I would much rather apply 3 skeins of yarn. Like, yeah. It is really curly. I've definitely put a touch too much twist. But that is kind of on purpose. My 3rd skein. And look. And this is what they are looking like. How amazing is this? This is number 1. We have number 2. And we have number 3. How beautiful is this? I am so excited to like eventually be able to knit with this. I'm just so pleased. This is just fantastic. I'm so obsessed. Hey, it is Tour de Fleece day 5. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. It is definitely Tour de Fleece day 5. Yesterday was a rest day for me because I go to my parents' house after work and we have dinner and catch up over the last week, and I usually get home pretty late, plus it was a hair wash day yesterday, so I knew that I would not get any spinning done, and I was right. I did not do any spinning, which is fine. It just means that I am even more excited to spin today. I am obviously not at home. I'm at my boyfriend's house, which means that today is an Argonaut day. So, the yarn that was on here looked a little bit like this. I had plied it before Tour de Fleece began, and I'm pretty sure we've discussed this. I was upset because I'm obviously not used to the, I can't think what the word is, but the way that the e-spinner works compared to a traditional treadle wheel. So I was a little bit upset that it wasn't working, it wasn't turning out how my yarn normally would. So I wound off the yarn onto my niddy noddy this morning, so it was just one less thing to have to do this evening. And the yarn was actually really nice. I don't have it here to show you. It's very thin. It's like a fingering.
In my towel.
Okay.
Sorry, guys.
It's okay. And now the cat as well. Go on, Sue. So, it is mostly fingering. There are some...
Sorry.
Oh my god.
Can I have my phone, please?
It is a fingering weight with some sport patches, which is fine by me. I wasn't going for anything specific because it was a trial. And I also wasn't sentimental about the fibre. That's not to say that I don't love the fibre, because I do. Let's clear that up straight away. So I have just separated, although now I cannot remember what is the top. I believe these are the tops. Let me just find the bottoms and confirm. And these, yes, because they are super green. Because I only need half of it for now, so let me just wind this, pull it through. This is like kind of, I'm not going to get it like super duper accurate because obviously the lighting is all kinds of crazy. It is very pale blue, almost grey base with lots of green and black and purple and some dark blues. and it is, you can see the purples coming through. Oh my god, it's just such a stunning yarn fibre. And this is from Fibre Junkie on Vinted. She had dyed up 2 of these braids, so I bought both of them just so I kind of had enough for them to be worthwhile. I love her stuff. I also have 2 different braids of different colours at home that I am really keen to spin. So what I'm going to do, anyway, long story longer, I'm going to, because this was the first bobbin that I spun, and the yarn keeps breaking, so I'm going to respin this onto my Argonaut, and then I'm going to join this on and continue. I am doing, did I discuss what a fractal is in this video or the last video? I can't remember. I'm doing a fractal 2-ply basically, where I've split my fibre into 2. I'm going to spin this one top to bottom, and then this I'm going to split into 2 again, and then top bottom, and do it that way. Because I thought that that would be cool. So now I have to set up my Lazy Kate. I'm glad that I brought this. I almost didn't bring this with me. And you can see that, right? Yeah. Just going to pop that. It's like magnetized and it won't. There we go. There we go. Got my little plastic bag that I put the fibre in just so it didn't get all like, pardon, in my bag. So that is out the way. I do not need this right here. I just need to remember that this is the start, okay? This is what we're starting with. Now let's move you around so you can kind of see what we're doing here. My feet, my muscle memory is like feeling like I'm about to start treadling, but I don't need to do that. I just need to sit and do. I think what I'm going to do is just get it going and then potentially come back to you. Okay? I don't want you guys to see me struggle. I did it. I have transferred my singles onto my wheel and it is time to connect. So that's what we're gonna do. It is Tour de Fleece day, Monday, Sunday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, day 6 today. We are back at home. We are back at my beloved Kiwi. Oh, how I have missed you. And we are back on our sweater spin, on our Shetland sweater spin. I have washed and measured my first 3 skeins. Yes, you can hear the disappointment in my voice. This is what I get for not doing a sample, because I'm just so flipping terrible at this. My Butte skeins of yarn are kind of too thick. I would say most of this is within the DK range. But there are some thick spots. So apparently this does make it a chunky weight yarn. I just don't believe that, and I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm just gonna use this and pretend that it's DK. Is that gonna come back to bite me? It may well. But I just don't want chunky yarn. I have no use for chunky yarn. I have in total, I have 326 meters so far, and I have under 300 grams of yarn. I'm gonna try and spin even finer moving forward. It was fine enough, so I'm a little bit confused as to where the chunkiness is coming from. I'm not doing anything to it during the washing process that would make it want to bloom as much as it is, so I'm just gonna have to try and spin even finer. So I am feeling a little bit annoyed. If this was a 2-ply, I think that this literally would have been spot on, but apparently a 3-ply is better. Anyway, at the same time of this, I am editing this very video because I don't really want to spend the whole of Saturday editing. I have 1, 2, 3, 7 nests. So I'm just going to spin what I have, and then that's probably going to be it for this evening, because I am going to have to spend some time combing some more because I was so rubbish with my prep. And one of my main wishes for this tour was that I had fun, and right now I'm not having fun. So that is where I'm at. Also, I did not enjoy spinning on my Argonaut yesterday. I just can't get the hang of it. I don't like how it feels. I don't like the lack of control. I cannot get the tension right. I cannot get the speed right. The yarn, my first skein of yarn, turned out absolutely fine, but I hate the spinning process, and I don't really know what to do about that. I literally just spent the whole time I wish I just had my Kiwi. I just literally just wanted a treadle wheel, and I was kind of expecting that I would love having an e-spinner. So I'm not making any decisions or anything like that. I am still going to give it the chance for me to really crack it, but I'm just feeling a little disheartened, which sucks. So today I'm not really feeling like talking too much, so I'm just gonna spin, I'm gonna edit. Hopefully this is gonna make me feel better, because I do really enjoy editing my videos actually. So I'm gonna spin. I will come back once I have spun what I have, and we will go from there. it is time to wrap up week 1 of Tour de Fleece. Technically today is day 8, and I will admit that yesterday I actually didn't do anything. Me and my boyfriend Joe decided to go out last night, which we like never do. We're not really, well, at least like I'm not really like a go out person. But we had loads of fun, and it did mean that I had to sacrifice spinning on day 7, but that's okay. This is fine, because remember, it's all about having fun. So I did bring home my Argonaut because I wanted to show you guys what I did spin during week 1 on my Argonaut, because I didn't really like finish talking to you about that. It is here in my gorgeous mood case, the hard case. I can't remember what this one's called. God, obviously I threw the tag away. I cannot remember the name of this one. But I have brought it back, and I'm going to show you. I did do a tiny bit of spinning this morning before I came home from Joe's house, because I just wanted to get the braids finished. But it was like a quarter of a braid. And okay, I actually had a really nice time spinning on this today. I think that I might have found that the settings that I like. I think that I like the tension on 3.5, and I like the speed just going into 7. And there is a difference, and that's fine. This is all about learning, and I'm actually feeling brave enough to try spinning some of my white fleece on this during week 2. Anyway. Oh, remember how I said that for the second braid I was going to join the new fibre onto the existing bobbins? I forgot. I literally forgot that I said I was going to do that, and I just started spinning it brand new. When I apply this today, if I run out of this, obviously I will just rejoin this fibre, but I'm not convinced that that's going to happen, because this second bobbin is a little bit thinner than this and is a bit more consistent, so I think it'll actually end up being okay. I'm going to have to take this off, so let me just do that. I can't remember if I told you or if I just spoke to Joe about it in like real life, but my this part kept undoing itself whilst it was spinning, not today but the last time that I was using it. I think I have kind of figured that out, because I didn't have any issues with that today. We have bobbin number 1. And let me try and show you the nice side. And bobbin number 2. This is much finer, much more consistent, and it has like the actual appropriate amount of twist in the majority of this. I'm feeling really, really, really positive about it, and I have to say the purple in these braids is actually giving me life. I am obsessed with it. And then this is what the original second bobbin looks like. So I'm pretty sure that you can see the progression. But if I can keep spinning like this, I think that this is going to be really nice for my white fleece, because I'm pretty sure this is kind of the like thickness that I should be spinning my singles for my 3-ply, which is making me nervous for my grey fleece, because I think it's just going to be a chunkier spin, which is okay. And if I have to find a different pattern for it, then I'll just do that. But this is making me feel so good about it. And then obviously let me just move all of these parts now. My first 3 full skeins of yarn from my Great Fleece. So this has been a really successful week 1. How much of this do I have? Oh, okay. I have like not even, I mean, half a bobbin might be quite generous for my Shetland round 2. But I'm feeling really good about how week 1 has gone so far. There are some things that I would change and some things that I would keep the same. I'm feeling really positive about my Argonaut wheel, because for a minute there I was like, I think I don't want to keep this, which is insane for how little I've actually used it. So hopefully today I can like really nail the settings and see how I actually feel about it for sure. But yes, that is week 1 complete. Thank you so much for watching this video. My tour prep video has like the most insane engagement ever. I think we like just hit 500 views today. And I've had like so many comments from people, and it's just been fantastic. I'm really glad that people are enjoying my content. And you know what's funny is TikTok is best for like knitting related content, and YouTube, my spinning stuff seems to be doing better. It's funny how that works. I guess different communities maybe on different apps, maybe different age ranges as well, that could be a factor. But either way, I am still obviously going to be showing a little bit of everything because that is what makes me happy. But yes, I'm going to let you go now because this is probably quite a long video. I hope that you've enjoyed it if you have watched this far. Again, you're a real one. Subscribe if you haven't. You could maybe trigger the notification bell if you would like to be told when I post a new video. Give the video a like if you enjoyed it. Leave me a comment. I don't know, tell me literally anything. Tell me what your favourite sheep breed is, if you have one, and why, because that I would actually really like to know that. I only know what I know about the fleeces that I've encountered. So tell me what your favourite is and why, and maybe I'll have a look into it myself. Thank you guys. Bye!